coffee machine noise. Rain on the window. Someone laughing near the counter. Monday again. 10:14. Got here later than I meant to. Missed the seat near the window, the good one with the outlet and the plant that somehow looks healthier than me. Ordered iced coffee, immediately regretted it. Rainy days feel wrong for cold drinks, but saying actually never mind felt embarrassing somehow. Girl beside me has 3 different colored pens, keeps underlining things. Looks serious. Maybe finals week, maybe life falling apart. Hard to tell these days. Guy near the door, been on the same call for 20 minutes, keeps saying, yeah, I'll send that over. Like he really means it. Wi-Fi disconnected again, laptop froze twice. Thought about leaving, didn't. Maybe I stay another hour, maybe 2. Coffee getting warmer then colder. Time doing whatever time does outside. Rain keeps making excuses for people to stay inside. Battery says 18%, which feels bad, but not bad enough to actually care yet. Forgot my charger again, starting to think I do that on purpose just to stop working early. Someone dropped a spoon, whole cafe looked over for half a second, then back to pretending everyone's busy. Funny thing is, nobody here looks that busy. Just tired, mostly tired. Checked my phone, didn't answer 2 text, 1 email, 1 missed call. Future problem. Maybe I stay another hour, maybe 3. Rain sounds better when there's nowhere to be. Coffee almost gone now, still not leaving. Music kinda good today. Wonder who made the playlist. 12:07 already. Didn't notice morning disappear. Strange how quiet places make loud thoughts smaller. Or maybe just easier to ignore for a little while. Maybe 1 more coffee, maybe not. Maybe just sit here till the rain stops, till the battery dies, till the songs run out, till Monday feels a little less Monday. Rain's lighter now, still sitting though. Battery 12%. That feels manageable for now. Came here around 9, maybe 9:30. Didn't really check. Coffee first, everything else later. That was the plan, still kind of the plan, honestly. 3 emails waiting, 1 sounds important, 1 sounds annoying. 1 I opened, then immediately closed. Future me can deal with that. Future me seems responsible. Forgot the charger again. Not surprised. At this point, feels like part of my personality. 1 more coffee, maybe. Then I'll start working. Probably. Music's kinda nice though, and the chair's warm and outside looks cold, so no rush. Guy near the counter, been pacing for 20 minutes, talking too loud about circling back, whatever that means. Everyone keeps saying that lately. Checked the weather twice like it was gonna change. Still rain and still Tuesday, still tired. Battery 7% now. Feels personal somehow, like the laptop knows I'm avoiding things. Maybe after this song, maybe after this coffee, maybe after whatever this feeling is, not sad, just low battery, I guess. 5% still here.
Was having a completely normal Tuesday afternoon. Coffee cool and nothing urgent, nothing on my mind. Sitting by the back wall with a book I wasn't reading. Just one of those slow days that doesn't ask anything of you. Door opened at about 1:30. I looked up, that's just what you do when a door opens. Then kept looking, which is less what you do. But here we are, just a Tuesday, regular cafe, regular afternoon. She walked in and that was that, just a Tuesday that I keep coming back to for no reason, every reason. Just a Tuesday. She ordered something at the counter, standing jacket off. I didn't catch what she ordered. Found the window seat, of course the window seat. Best seat in the place, naturally, obviously. I looked at my phone to appear busy. It was upside down. I noticed after a while, flipped it over. Same notifications as before, which is to say none, which is fine, that's fine. Just a Tuesday, regular cafe, regular afternoon. She walked in and that was that, just a Tuesday that I keep coming back to for no reason, every reason. Just a Tuesday. She left around 3 without looking over, which is fine, completely fine. I'm fine. Walked home the long way without deciding to, just ended up going the long way. Somehow past the bakery, past the park, past nowhere specific. Thinking about a Tuesday in a regular cafe, about a door opening at 1:30, about nothing, about everything, about Tuesday. Just a Tuesday, regular cafe, regular afternoon. She walked in and that was that, just a Tuesday that I keep coming back to for no reason, every reason. Just a Tuesday. Went back the next Tuesday, same time, same seat. She wasn't there, I stayed anyway. Finished my coffee. Went back the Tuesday after that, she wasn't there either. Went back the one after that, she was there. Window seat again, of course the window seat. This time I sat closer, just a Tuesday, the best kind of Tuesday. She works on the 3rd floor, I'm on the 2nd. Normal enough, nothing unusual about that, except my coffee breaks have been running long lately. 4 extra minutes, give or take, every single morning. My coworker noticed and didn't say anything, just started timing me with his phone, which I chose to ignore completely. Completely ignored it. Floor 3, floor 2, 4 extra minutes every morning. Floor two, completely worth it every time. She doesn't know about the 4 minutes. Nobody needs to know about the 4 minutes. Floor 3, every morning. Thursday, she asked me to pass the stapler. I said, here you go. Very smoothly, she said, thanks. I said, yep. That was the entire conversation. I thought about it on the bus home, replayed the stapler part specifically. My coworker asked how my day was. I said productive, which felt accurate. Floor 3, floor 2, 4 extra minutes every morning. Floor 3, floor 2, completely worth it every time. She doesn't know about the 4 minutes. Nobody needs to know about the 4 minutes. Floor 3, every morning. Today she was already at the machine when I got there, which meant I didn't have to time it, which was either lucky or the universe. I said morning, she said morning back. We stood there waiting for the coffee, which takes about 45 seconds. Felt longer than that in a good way, entirely in a good way. Floor 3, floor 2, 4 extra minutes every morning. Floor 3, floor 2, completely worth it every time. She doesn't know about the 4 minutes. Nobody needs to know about the 4 minutes. Floor 3, every morning. My coworker sent me a message this afternoon. It said, just talk to her properly. I left it on red for 20 minutes, then replied okay, then did nothing. The stapler's still on my desk, just in case she needs it again. You never actually know.
Saturday, no plans, didn't even check the time. Just stayed in bed a little longer. No reason, no guilt for once. Neighbor upstairs vacuuming again. Around 11, right on schedule. Weirdly comforting, like, okay, the world still works. Nothing important today feels important somehow. Thought about going out, open maps, close maps. Too many options usually means no decisions. Stayed home instead. Made toast, burned it a little, still ate it. Coffee tasted better than usual. Maybe because nobody needed anything from me today. Slow days feel expensive in the best way. No rush, no plans, no pretending I'm busy. Soft light. Laundry still waiting, can deal with that tomorrow, probably, or Monday. Future me seems capable. Sun getting lower now, didn't notice. Whole day disappeared quietly, kind of perfect, actually. Saturday with no plans might be my favorite plan, honestly. Alarm off, phone quiet, nice. Took the blue chair near the door today. Don't know why. never sit here. Usually somewhere farther in, where nobody notices. But today felt different, didn't wanna hide that much. There's a kid outside, trying to jump over puddles, missing every time, still laughing. Wish things work like that. Some days feel heavy for no reason at all. I don't know what I'm doing lately. Sleep too late, wake up tired, forget small things. Think too much, still somehow get through the day. Old song playing quietly, think I heard it years ago. Couldn't remember where or with who. Funny thing about memories, they show up early, stay too long, then leave halfway through. Someone opened the front door, cold air for a second. Everybody looked up, then back down again. I don't know what I'm doing lately. Try my best, miss a few things, laugh sometimes, shut down sometimes, still somehow morning turns to night. Maybe growing up is mostly pretending you know what you're doing while checking directions twice. I don't know, but I'm still here, still trying, still showing up. Guess that counts for something. Guess that counts. Guess that counts. Coffee machine humming low, rain keeps tapping on the glass. Not really awake yet, but somehow already tired. 9:52, same old corner seat, laptop bag hanging off the chair again. Barista smiles like we know each other. Maybe we do a little bit. Coffee first, no sugar today. Wallet almost slipped from my coat. Outside, buses moving slowly like nobody wants this Monday too. Forgot my charger back at home, battery says 28. Thought about going back to get it, didn't feel important anyway. Funny how little problems feel smaller when the music's soft enough. People coming, people leaving, someone talking near the door, a kid laughing for no reason. Wish things still work like that. Maybe one more coffee, maybe one more hour. Maybe I'll stop worrying about things I can't control. Rain on the window, song in the background. Life feels quieter somehow. Not perfect, still okay. Maybe that's enough today. Laptop warm, coffee getting cold. 3 emails I don't wanna open. Half my plans look different now. Guess that happens growing older. 20 minutes straight. Saw a couple near the counter arguing in whispers again. Funny how love looks complicated from a seat beside the window. Outside traffic lights changing colors, nobody really paying attention. Phone keeps buzzing in my pocket, I don't wanna look right now. Someday silence feels expensive, so I stay a little longer. Maybe one more coffee, maybe one more hour. Maybe things don't need fixing, maybe they just need time. Rain on the window, morning moving slowly, still here somehow. Not happy, not sad, just breathing. 12:15 already somehow. Didn't notice morning disappear. Funny how a quiet cafe can hold together a tired mind. Maybe I should leave soon, maybe not yet. This chair feels safer than the outside world today. Maybe one more coffee, maybe one more song. Maybe I don't have to know where everything belongs. Rain keeps falling softly, people come and go, and for a little while everything feels slow. Not fixed, not broken, just here. Battery low, coffee cold, still stayed for one more song.
Walked in, grabbed a basket, stopped near the drinks, completely forgot why I came here. Stood there for a weird amount of time, honestly, long enough to look suspicious. Thought maybe snacks, no soap, maybe walk to aisle 6, then back again, like the answer was gonna suddenly appear between cereal and ramen. Think I needed something important too. That's the annoying part. Guy near the register buying 3 energy drinks at 10 p.m. Respect or concern, hard to say. There's a kid trying to convince his dad candy counts as dinner. Almost worked. Check my phone, forgot why I unlocked it. 2, feels like my brain left early today. Couldn't blame it, really. Whole week's been blurry, like skipping songs without listening. Know that feeling? Yeah, something like that. Forgot again. Grab gum, water, instant noodles. None of this feels right, but somehow feels expensive enough to count as shopping. Finally remembered trash bags, that was it. Whole trip for trash bags, kind of funny, actually. Forgot why I came here, still left with something, guess that counts for tonight. Almost forgot the bag, too. Supermarket lights, always brighter than they need to be, especially after work. Everything feels louder here. Cartwheels, fridge sounds, that one song they've probably played since 2009. Came in for toothpaste, I think, or maybe eggs. Walked aisle 4 twice, still not sure. Ended up holding bread for some reason. Not even hungry. Long day, brain somewhere else. Guess I'm just here, walking in circles. Guy near frozen food, been staring at dumplings for like 5 minutes. Respectfully, I get it. Too many decisions for this time of night. Saw someone buying flowers at almost 9 that felt hopeful in a way, or sad. Could go either way. Depends on the story, I guess. Everybody looks tired here. Quiet, tired. Standing too long, tired. Forgot what day it is, tired. Nobody talking much. Still feels weirdly familiar. Late night lights. Text from my mom, did you eat? Didn't answer yet. Mostly because I knew she'd ask what I ate. Didn't wanna say instant noodles again. Cashier looked tired too, still smiled, said have a good night, like she meant it. Funny how small things stay with you. Sometimes still buying random things, still pretending tomorrow's gonna feel organized. Probably won't. Still nice to imagine. Forgot the toothpaste, that was it. Missed the last bus, didn't even try running. Saw it leave, thought, yeah, that figures. Street felt colder than I expected. Didn't bring the right jacket again. Never really checked the weather anymore. Convenience store near the station, still open. Guy inside looked half asleep. Bought coffee way too sweet. Didn't matter, mostly wanted warm hands, not coffee. Different thing. Long night, still not over. Guess I'm walking for a while. Past the same crossing twice, wasn't paying attention. Mind somewhere else or nowhere, hard to tell. Some restaurant still open. 3 people laughing inside, looked nice. Didn't wanna be there though, weird feeling. Phone almost dead, didn't check messages. Too late for conversations anyway. Saw my reflection in a dark window. Looked tired, older maybe. Could be bad lighting, hopefully. City feels strange this late, like it forgot to stop moving. Quiet, but not really quiet. Just slower, like everyone left, except people avoiding home. Slow steps, cold hands. Walk past the river,
didn't mean to, just kept going. Sometimes walking feels easier than deciding things. Train tracks humming somewhere, almost peaceful in a tired way. Thought about calling someone, didn't know what I'd even say. Hey, missed the bus, feel small at 1 in the morning. Missed the last bus, still got home somehow. Long night, cold city, strange kind of quiet. Still here though, that's something I guess. Keys in the door, 2:17, finally home. Laundry still wet, third day now. Moved it near the window, didn't help. Rain again, of course. Should probably do something about the smell. Kitchen light still on, forgot again. There's half a sandwich on the table. Think I made it yesterday. Maybe. Whole week feels damp somehow, like nothing ever dries. Not the clothes, not the mood, just one of those days, I guess. Weather app said sunny. That felt personal, honestly. Laundry still wet, still tired, still here. That counts. Probably.
Rain again. Guess that makes sense. Got here around 10, maybe after. Didn't really look, coffee first, laptop later. That's usually how this goes. Window seat was taken again by the same guy. Pretty sure he lives here now. Coffee tastes weird today, or maybe I just slept bad. Hard to tell lately. Someone near the counter dropped their spoon. Whole place looked up for like 2 seconds, then back to pretending everyone's productive. Checked my email once, closed it immediately. That feels responsible enough for today. Maybe one more coffee, then I'll start. Probably, maybe after this song. Rain's getting louder now, people walking faster outside. Always funny how weather changes people. Phone at 12%, forgot the charger again. At this point, feels intentional. Curious to change the playlist. Something slower came on. Nobody said anything. Still whole room changed somehow. Thought about leaving, didn't. Chairs warm. Outside isn't. Simple decision. One more coffee, maybe then I'll go. Probably not though. Rain's still falling, and this place feels easier somehow. Still here, somehow. Was gonna leave, then a good song came on. You know how that goes. One more minute turns into an hour somehow. Outside got darker, didn't notice till someone turned the lights on inside. Guess evening happened without asking. Stayed for one more song, then another, then another. Felt easier than leaving. The cafe emptied out, still here, still pretending I'll go soon. Funny thing is, nothing changed, still felt better somehow. One more song maybe, then I'll leave. Probably. Probably not. Tuesday feels like Monday, and Monday felt like nothing. Think I need a day between days, if that makes sense. Ordered coffee, forgot to drink it again. That's been happening a lot lately, or always. Not sure. Feels like I'm behind on things I haven't started. Feels impressive somehow, in a bad way. Someone laughing near the door. Wish I knew what was funny, could use that today. Honestly. Phone says 11:30, could've sworn it was still morning. Tuesday feels like Monday. Maybe tomorrow feels normal. Probably not though. Coffee's cold again. Classic. There's a table near the window. Nobody likes in summer. Too bright, too hot, but somehow perfect today. Someone left a notebook there, a few words written, then crossed out, looked important, probably wasn't. Most things feel important for like 10 minutes. Funny what people leave behind. Coffee cups, thoughts, half-finished plans, little things nobody notices. Barista changed the playlist, song got quieter, whole room changed somehow. Nobody said anything, still you could tell. Window fogged up, can't really see outside anymore. Kinda like that, less decisions. Same table, different people. Same weather, different problems. Funny how that works. Someone sitting there now looks comfortable.
Didn't plan on staying home. Then it started raining. Pretty sure I was gonna leave an hour ago, maybe two. Hard to tell now. Time moves weird in cafes, especially when it rains. Someone near the window keeps checking the street, like they're waiting for somebody, or maybe hoping someone doesn't show up. Could be either. Rain delayed everything today. Buses, plans, motivation. Guess that's okay. Not every day needs fixing. Coffee tastes different when it's gray outside. Better somehow. Or maybe I'm just bored. Hard to know. Open the same tab 3 different times. Still didn't read it. That feels concerning. Door keeps opening. Cold air gets in. Everyone looks annoyed, then goes back to pretending they're fine. Rain delayed everything today. Thoughts too, kind of grateful for it, actually. Still raining. No surprise there.
Left the house a little early just because. Wanted the long way and the windows down. Nothing specific playing, just something good. Driving through the part of town where the street lights hit the wet road in that particular way that makes everything look like a film. Not a specific film, just the feeling of one. Green lights, every single one. Green lights the whole way there. Something about tonight already knew before.
woke up without thinking about it. Past the place from the third date on the left. Slowed down just a little, kept moving. She doesn't know I still remember everything about that night, but I do, I very much do. Green lights, every single one. Green lights the whole way there. Something about tonight already knew before I did. Green lights. 5 minutes out and not fixing anything. Hair's the same, it's always the same, it's fine. She came out before I even properly parked. Got in, looked it over, said you're smiling already. I said the drive was just really good. She said it's literally 10 minutes. I said yeah, but every green light, every single one. She said that never happens. I said exactly, I know. Green lights, every single one. Green lights the whole way there. Something about tonight already knew before I did. Green lights. Drove her home at 11. Took the long way back. Every red light on the return. Every single one. Which also felt right. Which also felt exactly right. Green lights going there. Red lights coming back. Both felt like they meant something. Both felt like they were supposed to happen. That's just how the good nights go. That's exactly how they go.
She sat down at 1:30 with 3 books stacked. Yellow highlighter already in her hand before she opened anything. I had 1 book and what I thought was a plan to finish the chapter I've been on for 3 weeks. The plan lasted about 40 seconds. Then she switched highlighters and I lost the page. Found it again, lost it again. Gave up somewhere around page 4. Yellow highlighter, blue sometimes, then back to yellow. I wondered what the blue parts were. The important parts, probably the parts worth going back to. Never asked, just sat there pretending to read. She had this way of underlining things twice, like the sentence didn't fully land the first time. I started doing it too on my own page. Underline the same sentence 4 times. It's about the water cycle. I don't know why I underlined it 4 times. It just felt right to do something with the pen while she was doing something with hers. Yellow highlighter, blue sometimes, then back to yellow. I wondered what the blue parts were. The important parts, probably the parts worth going back to. Never asked, just sat there pretending to read. At 4, she packed everything up and stood, said, "Sorry, was that my chair taking your space?" I said, "No, all good." Very natural response. She smiled and walked out through the main doors. I sat there for another 20 minutes after, not reading, not underlining anything, just sitting in the chair across from where she'd been. Which sounds strange written out, but made sense at the time. Yellow highlighter, blue sometimes, then back to yellow. I wondered what the blue parts were. The important parts, probably the parts worth going back to. Never asked, just sat there, pretending to read. Went back the next day, same table. If it was free, it was free. She wasn't there. Went back the day after she was there. Different table, same yellow highlighter. I sat at the table next to hers this time. One table closer, which felt like progress, which probably was. Took me long enough to figure out what I actually wanted and what I was afraid of. Turns out they weren't the same thing at all. I wanted her and I was afraid of exactly that. So I did nothing for a long time. Watched it from a distance, like that was somehow safer. It wasn't safer. It was just easier to pretend. Not this time, I know what I want now. Not this time, I'm not walking past it. Stood at that door too many times, turned around too many times. Not this time, not again. Showed up on a Wednesday with nothing. No speech, no plan, no rehearsed opening line. Just showed up and stood there. She looked at me and said, "Why are you here?" I said, "I honestly don't know. I just knew I had to be." She looked at me for a second, then said, "Okay, come in." Not this time, I know what I want now. Not this time, I'm not walking past it. Stood at that door too many times, turned around too many times. Not this time, not again. She asked me later what changed. I said nothing changed. I just got tired of being the reason that nothing ever happened. She said that's not really an answer. I said I know. She let it go, which told me everything I needed to know. Not this time, I know what I want now. Not this time, I'm not walking past it. Stood at that door too many times, turned around too many times. Not this time, not again. Not this time. Some things you don't explain. You just show up on a Wednesday,
enough. Turns out it was enough. Turns out it was exactly enough. And I didn't walk away. Not this time.
Left early just to take the long way. Windows down, nothing specific playing. Just driving through the part of town where all the street lights hit the road right. Got every green light on the avenue, which has never happened, not once. Turn the music up a little. Didn't think too much about why. Green, every single one. Green, the whole way there. Something about tonight felt like it already knew before I did. Past the place from the third date, slowed down just a little, kept it moving. She doesn't know I remember everything, but I do. 5 minutes out, not fixing anything. Hair's the same, always the same. She came out before I even parked. Got in, looked over, said you're smiling. I said the drive was good. She said it's 10 minutes. I said yeah, but green lights. She said that never happens. I said I know. Drove her home at 11, took the long way back alone. Every red light on the return, which also felt right, which also felt exactly right. Green going there, red coming back. That's just how it goes. Door opened at about 1:30. I looked up, that's just what you do. And then I kept looking, which is less what you do. But here we are, just looked, that's all. Just happened to look at the exact right moment, at the exact right person. Just looked. She ordered something at the counter. Jacket off, didn't catch what she ordered. Sat by the window, of course, the window, best seat, naturally. I looked at my phone, it was upside down. Just looked, that's all. Just happened to look at the exact right moment, at the exact right person. Just looked. Left before I thought of anything, which is probably for the best. Walked home the long way, thinking about a Tuesday afternoon in a regular cafe. For no reason, for every reason. Went back the next Tuesday, same time, different coffee, same seat. She was
wasn't there, I stayed anyway. Finished my coffee, went back the Tuesday after that.
She sat down at 1:30. Yellow highlighter, 3 books stacked. I had 1 book and 0 focus. From that point on, read the same page maybe 8 times. Different words each time. Somehow gave up pretending around page 4. Just sat there. She highlighted something in blue and switched to yellow, then back to blue. I wondered what the blue parts were. Didn't ask. At 4, she packed up and left. Said, sorry, was that my chair in your space? I said, no, all good. She smiled, walked out. I sat there for another 20 minutes, not reading, just sitting where she'd been sitting. Which sounds strange written down, but made sense at the time. Went back the next day, same table. If it was free, it was free. Same time, she wasn't there. Went back the day after that too. She was there, different table though. Progress of some kind, I think. Two, three. She works on the 3rd floor. I know this because I work on the 2nd. And somehow my coffee breaks all happen to land at the same time as hers. Funny how that works. We did the thing where both people say sorry when neither one actually bumped the other. Stood there for half a second, then kept walking in opposite directions. I thought about it till lunch. On Thursday, she asked me to pass the stapler. I said, here you go. She said, thanks. I said, yep. That was the whole conversation. Best Thursday in recent memory. 3rd floor, 2nd floor, 4 extra minutes to get coffee. Completely worth it every time. My coworker noticed I look at the door a lot during team meetings. He didn't say anything, just sent me a thumbs up emoji. I ignored it. He sent another one.
Third floor, second floor, 4 extra minutes to get coffee. Completely worth it every time. Tomorrow I'm taking the long way again. The stapler's on my desk, but maybe she needs it. You never know.
I'm not walking away this time, not again, not this time. Took 3 years and 2 wrong turns to figure out what actually hurts. It wasn't losing, it was never trying, standing at the door and just deciding not today, maybe later, maybe never. Later turned into a long time. So I showed up on a Wednesday morning, no plan, no speech, just showed up. She looked at me like, why are you here? I said, I don't know, I just am. She said, okay. That was enough to start. I'm not walking away this time, not again, not this time. She asked me once what changed my mind. I said nothing changed, I just stopped being afraid. She said that's not really an answer. I said I know. She let it go, which told me everything. Some things you don't explain, you just do them and hope the other person understands what you can't say. I'm not walking away this time, not again, not this time, not this time. And I didn't. Left the house a little early just because wanted the long way and the windows down. Playlist set to something good, nothing specific, just driving through the best part of the town. Got every green light on the avenue, which has literally never happened before. My friend says that means something. I said stop it, but I turned the music up a little more. Every green light tonight, something about this drive just feels right. Not even there yet and already good. The road is doing everything it should. Everything it should. Past the place we went to on the third date, slowed down a little, kept it cool though. She doesn't know I still remember everything, but I do, I very much do. Let's go. 5 minutes out and fixing nothing. Hair's
the same. That's fine, it's always fine. Pulled up outside, she came out already, and the whole drive back was even better than mine. Every green light tonight, something about this drive just feels right. Not even there yet and already good. The road is doing everything it should. Everything it should. She asked why I was smiling before she got in. I said the drive was just really good. She said it's like 10 minutes. I said yeah, but every green light. She said that never happens. I said I know, right? She said okay, that's actually kinda nice. I said yeah. Every green light tonight, something about this drive just feels right. Not even there yet and already good. The road is doing everything it should. Dropped her home at 11, took the long way back alone. Every red light on the way home, which also felt right somehow. Which also felt right.
Was having a completely normal Tuesday. Coffee cooling, nothing on my mind. Door opened and I looked up out of habit, and that was the end of normal for a while. She ordered something at the counter standing. Jacket off, hair up, I don't know what else. I was trying very hard to look at my phone, which I was holding completely upside down. Help. She walked in and that was that. Can't explain, I can't take it back. Just a Tuesday in a regular place. Somehow became my favorite kind of day. Favorite day. She found a table by the window. Figures, of course, the best seat. Naturally, I was pretending to check something important on a phone with 0 notifications. Me left before I thought of anything to say, which is probably for the best, all things considered. Walked home slower than I usually do, thinking about a Tuesday I'll remember. She walked in and that was that. Can't explain, I can't take it back. Just a Tuesday in a regular place. Somehow became my favorite kind of day. Favorite day. Told my friend about it. He said, so what happened? I said nothing. He said, then why are you smiling? I said, I'm not smiling. He sent me a photo he took of me smiling.
was annoying. She walked in and that was that. Can't explain it, can't take it back. Just a Tuesday in a regular place somehow became my favorite kind of day. Going back next Tuesday, same time, same coffee. No plan whatsoever, absolutely no plan. Okay, maybe a small plan.
Came to the library to finish chapter 9. Been on chapter 9 for about 3 weeks now. Today might be different. Sat down, opened up, then someone sat across, and that was that somehow. She had 3 books stacked and a yellow highlighter, and the kind of focus I completely lost. Read the same paragraph maybe 7 times. Turns out concentration has a cost. Same table, different reason I'm here now. Didn't plan on staying quite this long. Pretending to read something very important while she's actually reading all along. Actually reading. She got up to return a book at 2, came back with 2 more, sat back down. I made a note that said I read more books as useful advice to myself. I found at 4:30. She packed up and she left, said sorry, was that my chair taking your space? I said no, all good, very cool response. She smiled and walked out at a pretty good pace. Same table, different reason I'm here now. Didn't plan on staying quite this long. Pretending to read something very important while she's actually reading all along. Actually reading. Got home, my friend asked how the studying went. I said great, very productive afternoon. She said, did you finish the chapter? I said, not exactly. She said, how many pages? I said, none. She said, wow. Same table, different reason I'm here now. Didn't plan on staying quite this long. Pretending to read something very important while she's actually reading all along. Going back tomorrow, same table if it's free. Bringing a different book this time, so it looks like I read Variety. Chapter 9 can wait. Two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4. She works on the 3rd floor, I'm on the 2nd. Been taking the long way to the coffee machine, which adds like 4 minutes to my morning. Completely worth it if you know what I mean. We did that thing where both of us said sorry, when neither of us actually bumped the other. Stood there for a second, then kept walking. I thought about it for the rest of the day after. The one from floor 3 has no idea what she's doing to me. Just standing there with her coffee cup, completely ruining my productivity. Completely ruined. My coworker noticed I look left a lot during team meetings. When the door opens, he gave me a look. I said what? He said nothing, then sent me a thumbs up emoji broken. She asked me to pass the stapler on Thursday, which is honestly the highlight of the month. I said here you go, extremely smoothly. She said thanks. I said yep, that's it, that's enough. The one from floor 3 has no idea what she's doing to me. Just standing there with her coffee cup, completely ruining my productivity. Completely ruined. My coworker says just go talk to her properly. I said I did. She said the stapler doesn't count. I said it was a connection. She said, oh my God. Yeah, okay, fair enough. The one from floor 3 has no idea what she's doing to me. Just standing there with her coffee cup, completely ruining my productivity. Tomorrow I'm taking the long way again for extra minutes. Completely worth it. Completely worth it. Ask me again next week. Took me long enough to get here, longer than I wanna say out loud. Missed a few chances, lost a few years, stood right at the door and walked around. But this time something's different in the air. The way it landed, I could feel it land. Not gonna stand here pretending I don't care. Not gonna let it slip right through my hand. I'm not letting go this time. Waited too long to walk the line. Whatever it takes, I'm staying in. This is where my story starts again. Starts again. People say that love just finds you when you stop looking, and I said yeah, okay. But I've been patient and I've waited, and I'm done watching it just walk away. So I showed up, that was step 1 done. Said the thing I've been rehearsing for a week. She laughed a little, said okay, let's run. Found the courage somewhere in my cheek. I'm not letting go this time. Waited too long to walk the line. Whatever it takes, I'm staying.
is where my story starts again. Starts again. My friend said don't blow it like the last one. I said thanks, incredibly helpful. She said I'm serious. I said I know, I'm not blowing it. I'm not letting go this time. Waited too long to walk the line. Whatever it takes, I'm staying in. This is where my story